Hi, it's Marla coming back at you with just some rants and raves, no real information. Today is February 11th, and last night my daughter was up from 11 to about 3:30, um, almost longer. I think it was 4, and I am extremely tired, and my eyes hurt because I was up so long and trying to deal with her and just trying to feed her. And she kept doing, the she wanted to eat thing with her mouth. But she had eaten, and she had eaten so much. There wasn't anything in my breast to really give. Not that there was nothing, but they just weren't full. To actually, they're kind of flat, and not that she couldn't have gotten anything to eat. It just wasn't. They were not full with milk to make it a little bit easier, because she had been feeding and feeding and feeding, and I didn't want to keep feeding her because if I kept feeding her, then she would have thrown up, and just done that thing where the milk just comes spilling out. And I've learned my lessons. I don't do that anymore. So I'm tired. I'm really, 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 really tired. This morning, my husband kind of got up and he left for work. And I remember he brought me my phone. It seemed like he had an attitude. And I'm thinking to myself, I know he doesn't have an attitude because he slept. I heard him snoring, hitting a real good rum cycle. So I know he didn't have an attitude. I mean, there was just no reason. But I had asked him a question and it had a little bit of stank on it. Maybe it did. Maybe I'm just tired. But it sounded like it had some stank. I mean, I know my husband, so there was some stank on it, on the answer. It was stank. I know he didn't have an attitude. So anyway, I'm extremely tired. I have read some things on Pinterest about sleep training. The problem is that when I come home and I think I'm going to implement those things, I'm tired and I catch a moment to sleep because she's sleeping. And I'm like, I'm going to catch a moment to sleep right here on the couch, And my son's playing with the DS or he's watching a cartoon or he wants to watch a movie. So I'm like, we're just going to sleep right here, I'm not going to get an opportunity and trying to figure that out. So if anybody has any feedback on sleep training, my daughter's going to be a month old on the 13th. And the good thing about this weekend is my husband and I did have a chance to go out. We didn't do anything, real big. We went to Cheesecake Factory. We were going to do a movie, and then we decided not. So we went to Cheesecake Factory. I had a lot of fun. We laughed. We were kind of seated at a place where there was a lot of traffic coming and going and coming and going. So we did a lot of people watching and just interesting, things as well. So that was fun. And I was fortunate enough that my son was with my mother, and Mariella went with my neighbor. Thank God for Brianna Potassi, my neighbor who lives right in the building, and I totally trust her. So she watched Mariella, and that was good. I mean, we were out from about 7 to about 10:30. We rented a movie, and we rented Ted. Funny movie. So we had a good weekend. And I got some sleep that night. And I guess you just got to take it when you get it. But I'm so tired right now. And one of the conversations my husband and I had was talking about more children, because I have not figured out what I'm going to do for birth control as of yet. And I have my 6-week appointment coming up in about another 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks or so. And I really would like for him to get clipped. But what I realize is that men, they have an issue with that. They have a huge issue with that. Some don't, but most do. I think most do. And my husband was talking about how he was at bowling. He bowls on Fridays, and one of the guys there was moving kind of slow, and he was like, "What's up? What's going on with you? You look like you're kind of in a little bit of pain." And he was like, "Yeah, my manhood was taken away. I had a procedure done, and he was telling Matthew how feminine he felt. And Matthew was kind of making fun of him, saying, "Yeah, your voice does sound a little high. Are you carrying a purse?" You know, so I said, "Well," I said, "that's great that he did that." My husband's like, "No, it isn't." So that's not going to happen. So, of course, it's on me to figure out what to do for birth control. But my husband's kind of like, I think I want another one. I kind of don't. I don't know. Not really a yes, not really a no. Just kind of like, well, let's just see. As of today, right now, being as sleep deprived as I am, and just, I want sleep like people want food, or, I'm just so tired right now. And today, as I sit here today, I can honestly tell you right now, today, I don't want any more children. Now that might change, but I don't know. Like I'm feeling pretty like, yeah, that's something I don't want to do. We have a boy, we have a girl, we got one of each. That's a great little club. And me and my husband are talking about that 3. 3 means you don't go anywhere. I mean, who's going to watch 3 children? How are you going to work that out? Who's going to watch all 3 of your children at one time? I mean, I'm sure you can find somebody, but who are you going to trust to do that? I mean, come on, 3, gosh. I don't know. I have friends that have 3, and I think 3 would be great. But I don't know. I don't know. I as of today, right now, being as sleep deprived as I am, I'm going to say a no on that. Just a no. I'm tired. Mariella was up, and every time her little eyes, I could see, I had the lights off, and I put her in her car seat and was rocking it, hoping, because usually she kind of falls asleep in there. And it just, nothing was happening. Nothing was working. And eventually she just fell asleep. I just kind of put her on her side, on my chest, and was kind of holding her that way. And she eventually just fell asleep on her own. But she was just fussy. She wasn't crying, but she was, every now and then. But it wasn't like a long, drawn out, like one of those cries. So I'm thankful for that. I don't know. Anyway, that is it for today. I have some more things of subject to post another day, but I just wanted to get that one out there. I'm tired, people. I'm so tired. And I got to pick up my son in about an hour from school. Trying to figure out what to do for dinner, which I've figured out. It's just a matter of getting it, which I don't want to do. I just want to come home and go to sleep. I got to take my son to Taekwondo. He needs to do that. And so I think I'm going to go get the food while he's at Taekwondo. And now I'm rambling because I'm tired. Yeah, I'm done. Bye.